Good morning, everybody. I'm from Africa, Ethiopia. I would like to thank Valladolid University and Erasmus program for inviting me to attend such interesting conference. And I prepared this slide just as a means to participate in this conference, even though it is a bit far from the conference theme, which is about forest. Mine is about soil, specifically. As an introduction, acid soil is globally a dominant tropical and subtropical regions where excess rainfall unleash appreciable amount of basic ions such as calcium, magnesium, sodium, and potassium from the topsoil surface. Particularly in Ethiopia, this acidic soil covers about 43% of the total cultivated lands and severely limit crop productions. Hence, most highlands of Ethiopia are very highly acidic or strongly acidic, where its pH is below the productive range of the crop and make the crop to be unproductive. So the objective of this study is to assess the severity and socioeconomic impact and some mitigation steps for management of acidic soil. As a research review question, what are the possible source, socioeconomic impact, and the management strategy for acidic soil in Ethiopia? As a methodology, we took books, we took published articles, we took technical reports, and some survey activity were undertaken. So excess hydrogen, aluminum, iron, and manganese ion is the source for acidic soil. In the area where the soil is acidic, the aluminum, iron, and manganese are dominated the agricultural lands and make available nutrient to be hindered. So they reduce the plant uptake, they reduce the nutrient releasing capacity, and at the end of the day, they reduce the yield of the crop. So acidic soil infertility is a major chemical constraint to soil, not only for the soil, for the crop productivity also. So acidic soil is highly distributed in the area where in the northern parts of the country, southwest part of the countries, and central Ethiopia also. Especially this level of acidity is about less than 5%. The pH of this acidic soil area is about less than 3, and in the range of 3 to 5 pH values. This is the distribution of acidic soil. In the map, if you see, acidic soil distribution is very intensified and cover large areas of the countries and make the soil be unproductive. So these are the area where these acidities are widely distributed in the region. I took as a sample survey, I took 4 regions, not only regions, 4 zones. In the western part where the severities of acidity is very aggravating and makes the production to be out of market. So as a source, what are the causes for this acidity? As a source, there are natural factors and human-induced activity makes the soil to be acidic. So as a natural factor, rainfall, weathering, acid-forming parent materials are the natural form that makes the soil to be acidic. As an human activities, intensive cultivation, land use change from forest land to grazing land, then to cultivated land makes also the soil bare of nutrients. And inappropriate land use practice also one factors that are done by human activities. The other is acid-forming fertilizers are also the main cause for these acidities of the soil in the countries. So these are the surveys that we made during our study on the severities of the soil. It's the bare land that you can see is the intensively acidic soil area in the country that we surveyed. and make the land to be unproductive. So removal of major nutrients from the soil and intensive cultivation are responsible for acidification of the soil. So these are the intensive cultivations, and erosions makes the production failures. If the net result is failure of the production, as you can see in the last and the right side of the production is totally lost because of certain other additional factors also. So as a socioeconomic impact, it hinders improving crop productions and finally leads to food insecurity, and finally it may goes to poverty in the regions. So there is one proverb that is said, poor people makes the soil poor, but poor soil makes the people worse. So it makes the people in the poverty stage because of these unproductivities of the soil made by human beings and the natural factors. As a possible management practice that the farmers are using as a possible management practice that can reduce the level of acidity, maybe use of liming materials is as an option, use of organic fertilizer, biochar, crop rotation, soil water conservation strategies, and cultivation of acid-tolerant soil can be used as a possible means to mitigate soil acidity and makes the land productive. However, unaffordability of fertilizer and the lime in the country makes the problem to exist as of 2 days, because the country has exporting fertilizer from abroad, from Norway, from Morocco, and other countries. And there is also a limited lime factories in the country, in the area where the soil is acidic. Liming and organic fertilizer are a possible means to improve the soil fertility, at the same time crop production also. So as a conclusion and a future recommendation, soil acidity are highly distributed and a major constraint on crop production in the countries. Improper human practices are also as an additional problem that aggravate soil acidities. Therefore, there is a need for national initiatives in reclaiming acid soil with some amendment options. As the future interest of the government of Ethiopia, we are calling upon to encourage interested investors to involve in establishing agricultural limes, which can be used as a mitigation step for acidic soil, and an organic fertilizer factory in acidic soil area. So with this, I would like to thank you for your attention.